So, I think that you have to take time. Just don't expect people to learn it in 2 days. Give them time to learn it. Watch the trainings, use the program, practice with it, and do it together. Like do it in a group. As like if your eligibility workers are learning it, then have them in staff meetings. Have them try things. What we did for a while, and we still do it, is like we called it tips and tricks. And so during a staff meeting, our most advanced users will be like, I just learned this. Let me show you how you do this. And then they'll share their screen because we do a lot of Zoom meetings because we're between sites, and they'll
Mhm.
pull up their screen and they'll share how to do it. And then people are like, oh, how'd you do that? And they walk
Yeah.
through it with them. So again, we took people where they were. I think you also need to make sure that it fits your needs. Like really look at the like the functionalities and if it works for you, and talk to CaseWorks about what your expectations are and what you want. Like I said, when we were struggling with the ACE edition, we didn't just say forget it, we don't want it anymore. We said, hey, we're struggling with this. We really want this to work, but this isn't working for us because of these reasons. And they said,
Mhm.
help us understand, and they changed it. And now it works for us. It's
Yeah.
one of our favorite parts of it. I think also like have a set of best practices for each part. So for each edition, so when we were going into CaseWorks, they did like a here's your best practices, and some of my staff did not take that very seriously. They were like, oh yeah, okay, I got it. That is what we follow. So when people are like, I didn't do that, I'm like, what's the best practices on that? Oh, okay. All right, so let's go back and do it that way. That is our Bible. That's how we do it, and that's how we follow it. So if we want to change the process, that's fine. But
Yeah.
we change it for that. We change it for everyone so that we're following
Yeah.
the same thing, so we have the same expectations. And again, we give grace. We try to give grace because not everyone is a technology genius and not everyone knows it. And that's okay. You don't have to. You just
Yeah.
have to be willing to listen and to learn and to give it a shot and to see if it can help you at all, because it can help you in some way, shape, or form. I
Yeah.
guarantee it. We don't
Yeah.
have anyone in our office who says this helps me, not at all. We had people who had been with their other systems for 20 years who were angry, who did not want to leave it, who were like, this is perfect. It works for me. It's this. And I said, but it doesn't work for everyone. And we're doing a system for everyone, not just for you. And today they're like, this works for us. This is a nice,
Yeah.
it's a good system for our agency. And I'm
Yeah.
like, right, it's for our agency as a whole and the people that we serve. So I think kind of making sure that you keep that in mind, like what's our
Yeah.
end user, what's our end goal, and how do we get there? And that helps keep people grounded and centered. Yeah, and I think all those things, again, for us, we did it in the midst of a huge change, and they did well with it. They really embraced it, and I think that just shows the resiliency of people and the fact that it's a good product. Like it
Yeah.
works, it worked well for us. And they took the time to teach us. And I think that was important. They really spent the time to teach and to educate, and they have teaching and educating tools for us. They have videos, they have things that help you. And that again, that workflow, or what we call like that best practices, that's important. It's really important. And
Mhm.
I remember going through it for eligibility, the eligibility edition the first time, and not really paying much attention. I thought, well, my supervisors will do it. And then there being a big argument breaking out about, well, are we going to do it this way or this way? And I was like, well, what's our document say? And we all were like, I don't know, what's it say? And we pulled it out and we're like, hey, we need to follow this. That'll really
Yeah.
help us. We spent a lot of time on this. So
Yeah.
now that's kind of our Bible. It's what we use. And we learned not to bother arguing with. So back to the document and follow it because we made it for a
Yeah.
reason. We thought it through. We talked it through.